Hello, people. Welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. And it's your favourite show of the week. It is, of course, the Midweek Fix. Welcome back to my regulars, the team, the squad. We've got JT live in the house. Are you all good?
I'm very, very good. Yourself?
Yes, mate. Very, very good. Sorry for being late, people. My fault this week. It doesn't matter what I was doing. That sounds sinister. I was just eating pizza. I was just eating pizza.
Why do you say that then?
I know, yeah. Sorry.
Where's the secret?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's a rubbish.
Nah, you've got
pizza,
people thinking now. You've done that to
It was an
yourself.
Asda's. Lewis, how are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. You?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I'm sort of like glad we've got 16 days off and we can actually enjoy watching the others try and win. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
rest and relaxation.
Yes.
We were just saying off there, weren't we, that by the time we next play, we'll have a game in hand on Burnley, which is going to be weird.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
it's mad, isn't it? Really, when you think about it.
Yeah,
they got that many games.
They play 3 times in the time we're off. Yeah, I think.
And how good was it to watch Timu Pukki and Norwich beat them 2-0? Like, that was sweet.
Did you see me just tweet Joe M and Pookie in capital? Did you not see
Did
that?
you?
Yeah,
I missed it.
It got like 200 likes as well.
I did it. Oh, brilliant. I missed it, man.
Yeah,
it is brilliant. I don't know. Have you seen that, JT? Have you seen this before?
No. Well, no, I've never seen that before. Jesus Christ. That gives me nightmares. Now I'm going to be able to sleep tonight.
God.
What the hell is that?
As well. Like, I look so bad. Like, I don't know what was going on in my life right there, but I mean, I look overweight. I don't know, really dark.
I was watching game upstairs and my mum was watching your stream downstairs. So they scored and all I heard were, "He's my brother! He's my brother!" And I'm like, "Is that Joe?" That's all I could hear.
I love that, mate. I love that. Big shout out Lewis's mum who watches. What a ledge. What a ledge.
Oh, God. Yeah.
For her sake, I hope she doesn't watch this one.
Why she get insight into Lewis's
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Should have heard what he was talking about off camera just a second.
Let's move on.
Yes, let's move on quickly. Where do you want to start, lads? Do you want to start with the juiciness?
I do like a bit of juice.
Or do we want to talk about Watford or what? Where do you want to start?
Let's get Watford. Let's do it in chronological order. Let's get Watford out of the way.
Like that. I'm a bit of a nerd like that. When when you watch a series or whatever, I can't. If I'm gonna watch something, I have to watch all the other stuff first in chronological order to bring.
Yeah.
So you mean you don't start on the last episode? Well, obviously.
No, I mean, like, so for example, we're going off topic here, but like the MCU, you can't just start watching that
exactly.
with No Way Home. You'll have to watch.
Oh, right. Yeah.
If you want to get into something, you got to start from the start.
Like. Big fan of Harry Potter. Fantastic Beasts just come out. I will watch the other 2 before I go see that, so that I'm up to date. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. I'm like,
is that even the same? It's the same creators, isn't it? But it's
set before Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It's fun. So it's like Dumbledore's origin.
Dumbledore's like a young'un, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's good, man. I like it.
MC Dumbs.
Yeah. I love this in the house look. Yes, Giuseppe!
Jack, boy, let's stop with this propaganda, man.
Let's talk about another wizard anyway. Rodrigo.
Yes.
Yeah, who told you, man, about Rodrigo? Yeah, I told you before, Marsh. I told you before any of this. I said Rodrigo is the man. And now everyone was slagging him off left, right, and centre.
He was being played out of position, man.
He was playing in the right position. That attacking midfield role, he's saucy there, man. He links up the play beautifully.
No, under Bielsa, he was out of position.
No, under both, he was in great positions.
Well, he didn't perform.
He was performing. He was just a scapegoat. He maybe wasn't. He wasn't scoring as many goals.
It wasn't great though.
No, like let's not pretend. It never ever took off. Really,
he wasn't £30 million good.
This season, he's been better. He's had a lot better performances, especially recently. But even under Bielsa, he had a few, but he was not consistent. And
no, he wasn't consistent. No, but like he's still
should he be attacking mid? Where should he play? And it's just like now, the fact he scored 3 in 4.
3 in 4.
Yeah. Like the confidence will be up. He's obviously got more people around him. The system's a little tinkered. So it's nice to see him perform. It's nice to actually be like, oh, we've kind of got his money's worth now. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're seeing that come back, and if he can keep it up for the rest of the season, who knows? Like, what
do you put it down to, Lou? Is it him just being given a bit more of a role, or being asked to do less on the pitch in terms of like man marking? Because he was a fish out of water for me. He was a fish out of water when he was asked to say, right, you mark that player, follow him around the pitch. He's like, he was done. He was dead. Do you know what I mean?
I think maybe the man marking, or not having to do the man marking, may have an effect, because he can kind of just focus on one thing rather than like trying to track a man and be ready to counter and whatever and do his thing. But I think mainly it's just because he's got more freedom and he can actually just show off the ability that he's actually got. And, you know, he's contributing to goals, not only just scoring the build-up play. And it's just like to watch him go forward now, bomb forward, and then obviously we don't really play wings anymore, but when the ball's being pinged about, it just seems like, and I'm not going to compare him to Pablo because Pablo's levels above, he was levels above. But
happy birthday, El Macho, anyway. Happy birthday.
Yes, you're starting to see him come into that sort of playmaker role, if you get what I mean. And it's nice to see that, because we need someone like that. And, you know, when you're spending £30 million on an international, 30 years old or not, you need that. And hopefully you can keep it up for the rest of the season. But it's great to see. And Watford, another great performance. Yeah,
it was. JT as well, and I made this point on my watch along of the Burnley game, potentially, Burnley-Norwich. Just ended up chatting much about Leeds, to be honest. But you did this as well, and I think there's a good shout in it. You called sort of Rodrigo, but I also feel there is potentially, and I know I'll get hammered for this, but I could see Roberts going the same way, because he can play in them tight areas, technically good. Because I think with Roberts, there was a lot of wide open space. He would get the ball, turn, you know, do it up. Whereas if we're playing very centrally, and he does have that little technical ability for me. I know I'll get hammered for it, but let's wait and see. But I know JT
ability than anyone in the squad, aside from Rafinha.
That's a claim.
I mean, now you're speaking my language. Rodrigo, Roberts, what's going on, boys? This is what I'm talking
sheer
about.
Silence
I like
after
it.
that comment.
Yeah,
it's true. It's true. Technically, he is superb, Tyler Roberts. But I'm not going to go on a Tyler Roberts crusade. Like I said, I do think you're right. I think he could potentially come into his own. But Rodrigo is the man. Rodrigo, he's been given a little bit more freedom in the fact that he doesn't have to go back to his own box, his own 18-yard box to pick up the balls. Because sometimes I was seeing him, he was literally going from CDM to centre forward to CDM, and he was moving everywhere. Now he can just kind of occupy that number 10, number 9 role. He's a bit more freedom, a bit more energy to use in the attacking play, because sometimes you'd see he'd do so much running that when he tried to turn, sometimes his legs would just be so knackered that he'd give the ball away too easily. He wouldn't have the strength. Now he's got that to his game. And we're kind of pushing forward more as a team. Like you say, it was a bit more road runner-esque before. Yeah. Now we're kind of pressing more as a team. It gives him more people to play off with. And I think when you get a new manager, you actually have faith. Roberts is, I mean, fight. You know what I mean? Some intelligent people in here. It's good to see. Good to see.
Cheers. Right. Let me just get this straight.
I don't want to be screaming that out on camera, mate.
You're saying
your mum's watching.
Lewis.
You're saying that Tyler Roberts is the second most gifted player.
Okay, look, no, he's probably the third. Technical ability, like what he can actually do with a football. Okay, Rafinha number 1. Maybe a Klitsch second.
What about Rodrigo, no?
Rodrigo's up there as well. That's what I'm saying, though. But he's in there.
At this club. You're saying the top 3 technically gifted players at this club are
3, 4. Okay, if you slide Rodrigo and Klitsch in there, I have to put Roberts at least on the par top 3.
That is a worse comment than when Jezza.
No, it's not. It's not though, because when he turns it on,
Arsenal's invincible squad. That is a
His
worse.
turn of balance, his touch is exquisite. How dare you compare that to Swaz Lynch? All right, I will not have a bad word said about my boy.
I hope you get hammered.
Have you ever seen Thierry Henry 2-foot Stephen tries? No, you haven't. There you go. Put it that way.
Big shout out. I love that. Big shout out Mooks 1980 as well says hi John lads, keep up the good work. Don't forget to like this fantastic channel. Thank you very much for your support, Mooks. It means
it's mad. You know what I'm saying? This guy hadn't even started the stream before, and he was on like 20 likes. What the hell, man? Jesus,
it's big time.
Yeah.
Give over, man. Give over. Stop.
Soon he's gonna stop signing autographs like Lewis.
Yeah, there we go. Paul Mills as well. Paul Mills has just become a YouTube member as well.
Told you it's big time.
Show. Thank you very much, man. It means a lot. It means a lot.
Look at this. Look at this, man. I don't get
Jesus, they're just rolling through.
Lewis says I don't get this.
Subs just rolling through the center.
Lewis, what's your highest viewed video views?
1.8 million, but I don't get members.
So shut up. Shut up.
I don't go live. I don't get
do you know what, right? My channel has 2 million in like views. You've got 1.8 on one video. Let's not talk, right?
Yeah, but I've been going more time than you.
Sorry?
I've been going more time than you.
It's OG.
Yeah, true. But I still don't think I'm getting that's got nearly 2 million views. Like that's not up.
Give it 2 a year. Give it 2 a year.
Yeah, you never know.
Midweek Fix will be on 1 mil views a week.
Yeah. I don't even think we've got 2 million fans.
That's a good point.
Roberts will get the golden boot next season, says Jack Hardy. Thank you so much.
And he's paid for that, so he knows what he's talking about. Yeah, £1.79 to speak facts. I mean, finally, some good information coming through here.
He's a man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Just some more on the Watford game. I want to do it again, and I keep doing it, but let's have respect put on Captain Cooper's name. I think he was again great. I remember one comment on one of my videos in a preview to a game. A guy said it was all going so well until you mentioned Cooper, and then I switched off because I'd said we'd miss Cooper. And, I think even the most hardened Cooper disliker must admit at this point, I know it's only 2 games, but since his return, we have looked not different groovy, but much better at the back than we had done previously. And he's been standout. And I just want to further add, Jesse Marsh himself made comments about him being the best captain he's ever coached. The fact that he has been captain for nearly every single regime that's been at the football club, just further proof that the guy is great and will be missed Of course, Pascal's ready, but I think as well, Pascal needed some time out. He was making a lot of errors of late and was looking a bit shaky. So him coming out might be a good thing. But thoughts on Cooper, lads?
There was one point where I think Melia, bit of miscommunication, Melia come out and just booted the ball out. Could have been an easy pass to about 3 players, and I think Cooper just sort of marched up to him. It were like that, as in like talk. And
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
that's one point I just thought we missed that so much.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree.
As much as you might, as much as you might say, Llorente is, you could say Llorente and Stroy better defensively. Like you could argue that, whatever.
Yeah.
But that lead, Llorente's got it in him. To be fair, I remember City away last season. He was when we conceded, he was the one to go around, and he was literally in everyone's face. He's like, "Come on, like, just go."
Do you know who he reminds me of, bro?
Coops or Llorente?
Llorente.
Who?
Pontus, and I mean it from. I know you're a big Pontus fan, Lewis, but I'm seeing a bit of
attitude-wise.
All me backs, I've had enough of this.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That wasn't Pontus.
What are you having a laugh?
No.
When the going got tough, Pontus got going.
The amount of times Pontus just
he was beating chest and all.
He was right.
Yeah.
The thing with
this is disgraceful.
We're sidetracking a little bit, but the thing with Pontus is
much like Llorente.
We really wanted that hard man on the pitch. We really, really wanted it for a long time.
We missed
it for a long time. And when Pontus came in, he gave that persona of hard man on the pitch. So we hyped him up. He hyped us up. It was a mutual thing. Like he did the end of the game thing. Got told to stop doing that. A lot went on behind the scenes, right? And take all that away, the amount of times he'd just go down and lay there, like if we were losing a game, whatever, his heart wouldn't be in it. He'd want to go off, like stuff like this. And I do like Pontus. Look, you know, I have nothing against him, but you can't deny that, much like Saïd at times, Saïd were worse. The attitude was bad. And that was Pontus. And with Llorente, I wouldn't say so much the attitude's bad, but with the antics of sort of lashing out and going down easily and sort of moaning, there is a bit of that in there. We saw earlier in the season, he didn't kick out at someone, did he? But like, he sort of, I can't remember which game it was. Someone may remind us in the comments, but I remember vividly, like, he just sort of lashed out at someone. And I remember that blowing up on Twitter and stuff at the time, people saying, look, that's not how we do stuff here. Like, you're making a mockery of yourself and us. Don't do that. So he has got that in him. But like, back to Cooper anyway, it's just Coops brings that leadership and sort of calms everyone down and has everyone organised. And Llorente does have that in him, but we have missed that mainly in Coops, and that's what he brings back. And look, even defensively, best player on pitch against Watford, top performance. Saw a couple saying that you know, you always get people that go against the grain and saying, "Oh, he made a couple of mistakes here and there, whatever." But all, like, majority of the game, if not all of it, top performance defensively and leadership wise. So it's great to have him back. Yeah.
Oh, we needed it, especially because, to quote expressions, we were literally a Premier League pack of polos there. They were walking through our midfield like nobody's business. So that was tough. So he did make a couple of mistakes in there, which Llorente had to clean up for, but it's not easy when every 2 seconds they're literally just pile driving through, sending like basically 6-7 men charging forward at you, and you have to somehow try and defend it as the back four.
It was a poor game though.
Oh, it's very poor.
We were 1-0 up, and I tweeted, "This is one of the poorest games of football I've seen in general from both sides. No one could string passes together. It was awful, right?" And when we won 3-0, you've got people then coming back and quoting that tweet saying, "Won 3-0. What's wrong with you?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, look, I tweeted that at 1-0 when nobody could string 2-3 passes together. It was.
Oh no, it was M25 football. It was just car crashes everywhere. It was. I mean, how we walked out without conceding. I don't know how.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Well, Sarr won twice. I know that it was offside the first time, but how he didn't score that.
I mean, Meslier as well, from a bit of criticism for his save the other. What a game, man. Some of the saves he pulled up.
Yeah, that could have easily been 3-2. Could have easily been 3-2. Do you know what I mean? I mean, Harrison's goal were a quality finish. Rodrigo, awful defending. You know,
good anticipation.
He anticipated it. Yeah, he anticipated it. But it's all like it wasn't even a case. Rodrigo was never in the mix.
Cycling GK had his tires punctured for that one. Yeah,
it was so bad. And first goal, you know,
was just orgasmic, man. The way he opens his body and he whips it, man. I said it before, but more curved than Kim Kardashian's back. The way it whips right into the corner.
Mate. Average goal for Rafinha.
Average goal. That was Tyler Roberts-esque in a way. It was so beautiful.
For Rafinha, mate, it's average work, light work, easy. Does that week in, week? Nah, it would. I don't know how he got it in. I don't know how he got that in. You would never be like. For example, if he'd not shot, it's not
in a room full of virgins. That guy.
Where do you pull these lines from?
Depends. I can get my dealer on the line if you want.
Oh my god!
I'm joking. There's kids here. We don't advise that stuff. Although Lewis may partake in stuff. No.
Oh my god! Right. So let's back on track, Jizz. Come on, like, let's not go down that.
But not back on Jizz. All right, leave it.
Right, that's 3. Or right, can we just like remove him? Midweek fix from now on's going to be me and Joe. But like, it's not one of those. If he doesn't shoot, it's not one of those that you're watching back and going, "Why is he not shot there?" If you get what I mean.
Oh like, no, that's what I mean because it's the speed in which he does it. The speed, and he's just instant bang, first time whip.
What did we make to? Thanks for the comment, Hi Hill Football. I was really impressed. I've been banging the not good enough drum for quite a lot of the under-23s personally. Not like banging it vociferously, but saying at times when given the opportunity, I'm not quite sure they would make the grade. That included Greenwood. That included Somerville.
My man, the man you said that was not good enough for Leeds,
Somerville?
didn't you? Yeah.
Somerville. Yeah. No, and I'm still yet to be shown team level from Somerville. But what's made me sort of say, right, okay, I'll give the kid a little bit more time is the fact that Greenwood's flourished under Marsh, and when he has come on, he's got a number of assists. I think the first game, he's just been good.
Of assists,
He's been good when he's come on, and I've been impressed. And
he almost got 2 assists that game, didn't he? Because the Rodrigo goal, he played the ball through, but then obviously defenders passed it to him.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's really impressive. And I think Marsh said that Greenwood's the player that has adapted to his methods more than anyone else.
Yeah, a lot of people weren't really speaking about him because if you speak about youth players, there's a lot of Somerville talk, there's a lot of Gelhard talk, there was a lot of Lewis Bate talk. Sam Greenwood went pretty much under the radar, really. And then whenever he's brought on, all I'm hearing people is like, why is he bringing Greenwood on? Even myself, I'm questioning him, but I'm like, is Greenwood the man? But like you say, his work rate and his positional awareness is top notch.
Yeah.
Like you say, with that, again, if it wasn't for his pressing in that Wolves game, wouldn't have got the second goal. But I still think Somerville's the man. I still think when you see him with that little short cameo he had at the end there, he's got so much ability.
He was rubbish.
So much. Rubbish? It's the technical ability, like I say. Like I was saying with Tyler Roberts.
This guy says Tyler Roberts is top 3 technically.
No, you don't know ball, my man. You don't know ball. If you're telling me he's not, the way he gets the panache on his balls. The way when he whips it in, the curve and the touch, like I said, silkier than a spider's excrement. It beggars belief the things he can do. And you see Somerville, he's much like a Raheem Sterling mold of player. Really short, low center of gravity. He's really good at weaving in and out.
Sterling contributes to goals and does things, though.
Yeah, but Somerville hasn't had a proper crack yet.
No, that's what
I'm not comparing him to Sterling. Roberts. Sterling's one of the best players to ever grace the Premier League.
I thought you were still on about Roberts. Never mind. Carry on.
No.
All right.
I just got so annoyed. It was like, shut up about Roberts, man. He's finished.
Yeah.
He's done.
Look, the jury's still out on him for me, but you know, I've been. What I'm saying is, I'm being proved wrong with. I think 95% of us are all proved wrong with that one, not just me. But I've been proved wrong with Greenwood, although it's still early days. So we'll wait and see. But listen,
the real
Leeds United won 3-0. Happy days, not a great performance. Happy days. I think we're staying up. Is everyone in agreement? That's us now.
I would never out over them, Villa.
Really? Not, JT?
Nah, I'm scared, man. I'm scared. Why? Look, Everton's stringing the wins together. I mean, that Burnley game was Burnley good. Now,
it's big. Burnley. Forget
but all the teams above us are winning. I mean, I feel a lot more comfortable after that win for sure. But until we get at least 6 more points, 6 to 9 more points.
We don't need that many more
points.
But for me to be sat in there, big, chilling, comfortable, that's what I need.
Oh no.
Well,
I think we're all right.
Fair enough, but we're safe.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
We've been safe. Exactly. We've been safe. I genuinely say we were safe before Watford.
Yeah. I agree, mate. But like I say, points when you. I know. I understand why people stress, but it just shows
people
the difference.
Just want that confirmation
of how people react to things. It's fine. Like I felt okay.
Yeah, but are you not feeling like the results could go against us? Because I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I'm not slagging the man off, but have our performances under Jesse Marsh been incredible? You know, you look at the Wolves game, the Jimenez red card potentially twisted it. That Watford 3-0 wasn't the most attractive of performances. And how long are we going to go until we have to actually address that? Okay, that game against Watford was pretty sloppy.
Do you think we're going to get at least 3 points from now to end the season?
Well, I certainly hope so. And yes, I do believe we will.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we'll be. I think we beat City.
That being the case, then, do you think Burnley or Watford have it in them to get 4 or 5 wins from now to end of the season?
Yes.
No, they don't, bro.
I've seen Stranger Things. Teams have come from worse positions.
I have seen Stranger Things on Netflix as well. It's all right.
You know what I've seen? I've seen
Amazon
Burnley,
Prime
I've seen Burnley and Watford play. That's what I've seen. And it ain't going to happen, mate.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but did you see Roy Hodgson's defence splitting through ball? Sure. Get a whack a kit on that, lad. And you got some serious ballers over there.
Watford can't score against us. There's no offence to us, right?
They're done. They're done. Watford, Norwich are done. It's one more.
Oh, yeah, clean sheet. Oh, it felt nice, didn't it?
Yeah, well, did we deserve a clean sheet? Probably not.
Oh, absolutely not, no.
But you take it. And you take the 3 points. However bad or poor the performance was, end of the day, 3 points.
Yes.
But yeah, Watford, 3 points, move on. And then
chalk it off, innit? We can chalk it off as a bad, good day at the office. Bit of both.
Yeah,
it was a good day. It was a smash and grab. You can't beat a smash and grab.
You take it.
Or yesterday with Unai Emery, rather. I mean, smash and grabs are one of the most beautiful things in football.
Yeah. Right. So everything's good.
Yeah.
Everything's good in the camp.
Well, it was.
There's no need to put cat amongst pigeons. You just ride it out. Let's talk about this stuff at the end of the season if you want. But then Jesse Marsh decides to do an interview on TalkSport, and he comes for the king. And I've listened.
Did he come for the king? Did he not come for the king? That's a question.
He came for the king, and I've been saving a few people's comments throughout, so I'm gonna address them. Okay, I'm gonna go to them as well because people have short memories. We're getting some good results, and suddenly people are just totally forgetting what my guy did. And you can call me. This is Leeds United, not Bielsa United. But I know what the guy did for me, right? And
should have seen him before he started, man. He was just giving Bielsa like a 10-minute dick ride. It was unbelievable, man.
For me.
He was throwing Marsh under the bus. He's changed his tune now a bit.
No. Right, let me go through to some of these comments. Ben's just put one in as well. He says, I don't get why this is such a big deal. Just don't say it for me. I'm going to let the guys have their say, but for me, just don't say it. Even if you're thinking it, don't say it. Bielsa's a god. Even my Manchester United supporting friend messaged me. Liverpool fans messaged me. Why has he said it? Because these are facts, right? The football we're watching at the moment is turgid. It's not great, okay? If things go tits up, this will be even worse, right? And there is a potential that it could go tits up. So when you have come after a guy who has given us the best football, and I said this at the time, and I still stand by it, the best football I will ever see as a Leeds United fan. I won't see anything like that again. And I said to people at the time, enjoy it because you'll miss it when it's gone. Now, of course, we're winning games at the minute. Yeah, it's good. If Jesse Marsh gets spanked 6-2 by Man United, people will be calling for his head. The reason they didn't for Bielsa is because we understood it's okay. These things will happen because some of the football we'll see is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. All this coming out now, like, about the players, about all that sort of stuff. Like, for me, let's not forget what the man did. We had 3 years of absolute, just scintillating, wall-to-wall football, promotion, Premier League 9th, beating City, all this sort of stuff, right? So, look, it's stuff like this. He was good. Time to move on. Why do we have to move on? He's still great. I hate this. Millen Chip, you're a great supporter of the channel. Let's not call him a one-trick pony, please. Let's not do that. He was not a one-trick pony.
And there's nothing wrong with bringing Roberts on either.
LJ, I know you're a big fan of the channel. You comment a lot. You say I'm blinded by, like, all this sort of stuff. I'm not... Look, yeah, you say I can't see straight, all this sort of stuff. Still love the channel. I'm glad that you love the channel. But, you know, I just think there's been a lot of... look at this. Clough slated Reeve got 44 days. Today's Marsh's day 44. Time he went, yeah. On your bike, Marsh. Get back to it. I'm Marsh out. No, I'm not. But he did say some positive things. What I'm saying is, I understand people saying blowing it out of proportion. Just don't say it, and then we don't have this issue. Everything is good in the camp. Everything in the fan base, everything like that. No, now what you've created is a number of fans that when it goes tits up, will remember these comments. Will remember these comments, I think. And I just think it just didn't need to be said. And those that are saying, "Oh, it's blown out of proportion," etc., those that are like, I seen Rob, he was unhappy, but what? This is the point I'm saying. If he doesn't say it, we're not having this argument. So don't say it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll let you.
Well, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If there's one thing a lot of people, not just Leeds fans, have appreciated about Jesse Marsch, it's his honesty. Like, you know, when he's giving that interview with Nev and Karen, he's like, to be honest, I was never going to bring Phillips on, and it's all nice, happy dandy. However, it can go the other way. Sometimes you're a bit too honest and you reveal things you probably shouldn't have. And this is, I believe, one of those situations. Like you say, everything was fine. And we'd had when he first came in, we'd had such a divisive scenario where it's not just because Bielsa played beautiful football and Marsch doesn't play beautiful football, but you have the people that loved Bielsa didn't want to see him go, which was actually a lot of us. You have the people, the few toxic ones that really were calling for his head that are now have to back Marsch to the death, because otherwise they'll look like idiots. And then you just have people going at each other, which isn't conducive for success for Leeds, which is what we were having after the Villa game. Finally, we get a few wins together. People start, getting back together, feeling good again. We're feeling positive about the club. It just didn't need to be said. It didn't need to be said. Now, I think there was an overreaction on both sides. I think Bielsa fans came out and overreacted a little bit of the comments, maybe took them a bit out of context. But that's probably also because they were going against the people that were slagging him off and overly backing Marsch in the first place. And again, it just caused unnecessary friction. There was no need to bring it up. What he said in reality wasn't actually that bad. He kind of subtly hinted at it, but you don't subtly hint at the king, as you say. There's no need to do that, because it's always going to be a touchy subject when this guy, as he knows, left such a permanent stain on all of our hearts. So it was just unnecessary. But again, it's basically just throwing oil onto the fire that was already there in the first place.
Yeah, and just before Lewis comes in, this is the point, Russ, as well. Thank you, JT. Like, I think it's just TalkSport wanting to try and get clicks, but Jesse's gave them the clicks. Jesse's gave them the clicks.
But did they even lead him there, though? Did they lead him there? He kind of just went there on his own tangent.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand it. Like, they're overtrained, they're over all this sort of stuff. What gets me is, like, we were all okay with it up until the first sign of a bit of a problem. Like, this is what I'm saying. Everyone's going, well, it was true. Was it true?
A lot of people said it. I didn't think that.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Well, he's only telling the truth. Well, was it? Because we'd come through a rough patch, but what's to say that I still believe to this day that the run that Jesse's had, Bielsa would have also got positive results in them. We'd have beat what? Let's not forget, Leeds United have never been beaten by a newly promoted side. That wouldn't have changed under Bielsa. We'd have still dicked Watford under Bielsa, and it'd have been better football. Straight up facts.
No, I agree.
Yeah, but this is the problem, because then you get people saying, "Oh, we would have done," and I keep getting people asking me, "Do you think we would have got these wins if Bielsa was still in charge?" It's not a conversation I want to entertain. It's not a conversation I want to have, because all it again is going to do is cause divide. Some people saying Bielsa would have got the results. Some people saying it was rotten. He was overtraining them. It's not the point. The point is we've got those games. We've got Marsch now. That's what we got to do. We got to focus on that. Got to focus on the games. At the end of the season, once we've had a few more Marsch games and we can actually assess the situation better, then we can just start to draw some comparisons. But until we're safe, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, and just like Napper said, stop blabbering on about a non-issue. All he said the lads were tired. No, he didn't. He said they were overtrained. Who overtrained them? Bielsa.
He did have a bit of a fact when he said they were probably carrying too much stress of the fans and the club. Maybe he had a fact there. Maybe there was there, because we know there wasn't a lot of contact between Bielsa and the players. So I don't know what their psychologist was like, but the way it sounds is that Marsch is very heavy on the old sports psychology. So maybe that side of it was correct, but but he just didn't have to lean into the overtraining part.
He didn't need to say it for me.
I love Bielsa as much as the next man.
Yeah.
And people are saying that when Bielsa came in, he was very respectful to Heckingbottom, even though Heckingbottom was gash. But the person Bielsa was and is, he never went at anyone, never went at officials. He's just the person he was. He never dug anyone out. But that's Bielsa, right? That's not Marsh. They're two different people. You can't say, oh, Marsh has to be this way because Bielsa was that way. They're two different people, right? So if Marsh wants to come out and say something that's true, it is true, and I'll tell you why it's true.
Here we go.
I'll tell you why it's true.
Come on, Jesse.
I'll tell you why it's true, right? If he wants to come out and say that, he's within his right. He's being honest. He's an honest man. He says things how they are. That's clearly the type of person he is. We have to get used to that. He's a manager. That's that, right? The fact he said it on Talk Sport annoys me daily because they're the ones who broke the Bielsa news. Shouldn't have gone and said it on there. Should he have said it? Should he have said it at all? Maybe not, because it's opened up a can of worms. But it's true, and the reason I say it's true is there's no way he would have said that if he'd not spoken to the players about it. Right?
What? No.
There's no way.
But you said he's truthful, so I don't know. How truthful is he?
Would he come out in public and say they were overtrained, having not spoken to the players about their time under Bielsa this season? He hasn't seen us train.
And if any of them players have spoken ill of the man, which of course
he's not speaking ill of him, it's just saying, look,
I'll take him on, man.
Mate, it's not go. It is a non-issue. Like, no one's going at Bielsa here. No one's disrespecting Bielsa. All Marsh is saying, I don't think it's disrespect. I think it's just speaking facts. If the players have said to Marsh, right?
Well, how do you know? You don't know that though.
But he wouldn't have come out and said, why lie?
Because he lied about Kalvenstein. He's looking at it from his angle. Because basically what he said is, though, Lewis, he said they were overtrained, and then he went, my teams have always had high running stats, i.e. making a point of saying you don't need to do the amount of training they were doing in order to get high running stat results. Because my teams have always had high running stats, but I don't beast them like Bielsa do. Understand that, Jesse, but the football I've seen so far, mate, has been gash. The stuff that I've seen from Bielsa, unbelievable. Let's not, I know we had the amazing moments of Norwich and Wolves, right? But they're amazing moments like, oh my God, we scored in the last minute. The games themselves were not great.
What matters more, entertaining football or results?
No, but this is where Bielsa has changed us, though.
I know that,
I get what you're saying.
Even my mindset's changed a little bit. I've had to take a step back and think, I am not a Bielsa fan. I'm a Leeds fan. And
you're one of them, you don't do that,
no,
bro.
Listen.
Oh, my God. This is Leeds United, not Bielsa United.
No, but it's true. It's true. You can't say, we played amazing football against Scum at home, lost. We played amazing football against Spurs at home, but we lost. What's the point?
You tell me. What? No, wait. That game where we lost 4-2 against Manchester United.
Yeah, we had the best moment of my life, but we lost.
There you go. Lost. I don't care. Lost. When you are old, bro. Mate, there are the moments.
Right. When I'm old, I want to see us in the Premier League. I don't want to see her out of the Premier League.
You will.
Right, so yes, give me the best moment of my life. But give me 3 points.
Who's that to?
Give me 6, 9, 12, 15 points.
But for now. But if the performances don't pick up, will the results stay?
So I ask you, right, if you'd have got the best moment of your life every 2 games, you've seen amazing football, but you're losing every game, you'd happily go down then, yeah?
No, I'm not one of them. No,
well, then this is what I'm saying. Yes, Man United, best moment of my life, that minute. Of course.
Yeah, but Millen Chip, this is what I'm saying. You're taking this out of context, bro. What about the season before when we beat City 2-1? Do you forget that? The season
before was different, man.
No, but this is what I'm saying. That's not fair, though. It's not fair to go, yeah, but this, and this, because I can go, well, what about that, and that?
But it is fair because you're digging out the football under Marsh. Rightly so, you can do that, but we've got results. We've got points.
But you can't. Okay, why don't you just speak to Tottenham fans, though? Because Tottenham fans will tell you all too well when they had Maurizio Pochettino, and as they were saying, we're playing champagne football, and then all of a sudden they get rid of him, they go for Nuno, they go for Jose, and all of a sudden they're not watching that same high-intensity football, they're watching this pragmatic stuff, and they're not enjoying it so much.
Sure, I agree with you 100%, right, that Bielsa's given us some of the best moments of his life. The football under him was orgasmic. Orgasmic, right?
It was, absolutely, yeah.
It was. But this season, the results have been unforgivable, and he lost his job. I think it was done disgracefully. Still, I'll stand by that. I'll stand by that forever. Yes, I think it was done disgracefully, disrespectfully. Every word you want to use. He'll have been heartbroken. I was heartbroken. Still grieving in a way, but I've kind of not got over it. But now I'm seeing like, right.
Oh, yeah, forgot, yeah. That's how you are. You forgot, have you?
We've got 10 points out of 12, right?
You got. You took all your Bielsa stuff out.
2 plus 2 equals 4.
I'm not over it, no, but I am glad that we're going to stay in this league, right? And you can't just forever go, but Bielsa gave us that minute against Man United. I know that, and I remember that forever, but we lost, mate. We lost, and we lost against Spurs, and we lost against Liverpool. Why don't you care? Because if we'd have stayed in the job and we'd have lost 3-0 to Everton like we did, and then we'd have lost and lost and lost.
Okay. But Lou, do you genuinely believe we would have got relegated with Bielsa this season?
No, I don't.
So there you go.
But that's why this is a mugs game, because it's all hypothetical.
I do think we'd have been battered by Chelsea, and I do think we'd have been battered by City, and I do think we'd have been battered by Arsenal.
Do you think we would be battered by City?
Yeah, why would we be battered by Chelsea when we didn't get battered by Chelsea the last time? Okay, should we? Okay, but then what about Chelsea? What about Chelsea? Should we have lost to Chelsea, Lewis?
Did we beat them last season, City?
We should have probably drawn to Chelsea. Well, you are, mate. Stop going on about last season.
No, so why can you go on about earlier games in season?
Because we didn't have the squad we had last season.
No, but this is why I said it's a mugs game, because it's hypothetical. You can't prove an answer. There's so many different facets you can add into it. Did he have Phillips? Did he have Bamford? No, he didn't have Phillips or Cooper like Marstad. Did he this?
Remember, Jack Hardy with the super chat, big shout out. We were getting slapped 6-0. Yeah, I hear you. I do hear you. Listen, I was there against Arsenal, 3-0 down after like 30 minutes, whatever it was. It was not great. I understand all this, but the positives far outweigh the negatives. But this is facts, right? And I want to see this happen. So I'm going to speak to the Fat Chance guys and all them and get Lewis's name taken off them credit. Because the way he's speaking about Bielsa right now is disgusting.
I just don't see any disrespect to Bielsa.
No. Okay.
So you just spew it. You don't see it, you just spew it.
As soon as you come in, mate, do you know what? Pull all these comments up, because I'll just go the comments up and I'll pull all the ones up that are against you. So you can do that.
I have the power.
Pull up the ones. I bet there's more against you and Jake, right? And I know full well there is, but you're not pulling them ones up, are you? No.
I have the power.
I bet there's not a single guy that disagrees with Joe. If so, put anything you want in the chat right now.
Marsh came in. He was so respectful of Bielsa and his achievements here, right? From word go, the first interview, right? He's not come out and said Bielsa's methods was wrong. He's not actively said that. He said
it's implied.
This season, you can spin it any way you want, right? You could say from the new year onwards, he's overtraining them with half a squad. Why would you do that? We've got players out. Why are you overtraining? Why are you doing 2-3 sessions of murder ball a week? Why are you doubling down on the methods because things aren't going right?
He's always done that.
But not with half a squad, he hasn't. So this season, even though Bielsa, and I respect his philosophy and he wasn't going to change that, I respect that, he had to tinker something somewhere this season just to keep us afloat, just to keep the squad healthy. But he doubled down on his own methods with half a squad and it didn't work out. That's facts. We saw it on the pitch.
Are you a gambling man, Lewis? Are you a gambling man?
Am I a gambling man?
Are you a gambling man?
Not when things ain't going wrong.
There's no no. It's a yes or no question. Are you a gambling man? Yes or no? No? I'm a gambling man. You know, I think doubling down's the best way to go.
Shut up, man.
You know, when you're when you're down on a roulette table, what do? Do you count your losses or just slide it all on red?
People are making such a big thing of it, right? He's been so respectful of Bielsa and his achievements here. So one thing he said.
Why is he?
Mate, the players have played right. He wouldn't say that if he'd not had a discussion with the players of why.
I don't care. He's the gaffer.
What? Right. So all right. The argument.
No, Lewis,
okay.
Lewis, if you told me,
Should he have said it?
Lewis, if you told me, right, I don't like such and such, I'm not then going to go on here and go, by the way, Lewis doesn't like such and such.
I know, otherwise we'd be on here for 2 hours with the names. Yeah,
this is what I mean. So there's 2 questions.
You just made the list.
There's 2 questions. Should he have said it?
I don't think he should have, no.
Right. James?
No, right. No, he could. There's some of the stuff directly going at it. No, he shouldn't.
Okay. Is it wrong? Be honest. Is it likely? Is it wrong?
It's up for debate though. It's not factual, yes or no. Like I said, it's up for debate.
But the more
debate
likely,
we don't need
the
to
more
have.
likely, yes or no, is it wrong? From what you've seen,
Depends on the players. Every player responds differently.
The amount
and like I said, I'm a gambling man myself, and I like the gamble he's put on.
West Ham.
Is it 50, 60 odd separate injuries this season?
Yeah, but we still got the injuries after Bielsa had left and Marsh came in. We got 4 injuries in a game.
Yeah, but that's because they're already fucked, bro.
Don't let go, Jack.
Look,
Titanic.
I just
Don't let go, Jack. Yeah.
we could go on and on about it, and I do think it's a non-issue, and I just think people who are still sort of really attached to Bielsa, and I am, but I can also just
you're not though. You can't. You're not.
No, mate,
you're lying.
I'm attached.
Look at this beautiful man. Yeah, does this not give you a hard on right now? You should.
I'm attached in a non-toxic way, in the sense that.
So I'm attached in the toxic way.
So you're calling him toxic now? Wow. Going at everybody today.
Your love for Bielsa is clouding. It is though. It is.
I am a toxic Bielsa fan. You are bringing your Twitter speak to this stream. Do not do that.
You are letting it cloud your judgment. You are. Okay. And look,
personally, I wouldn't have it. You know,
I was like that for the first 2 weeks, but you've got to take that step back and just think, look, for all the right Bielsa did, there were wrongs. It was never all perfect.
Always right and wrongs. No?
Of course, but it was never, and you have to take a step back and realise that, mate. Bielsa gave us some of the best moments, some of the best football, but this season it didn't work out. It didn't. It just didn't. He doubled down on.
You know what's funny though? You know what's funny? This is what I will say, right? I hear what you're saying, bro. I do. Okay, and look, at the end of the day, they've made the change. It was going to go 1 or 2 ways, and it's gone the right way, and I am grateful because we are staying Premier League football, right? But as we progress, right, under Jesse Marsh, right, you're never going to get these little moments that Bielsa gave us. So just
we don't know that in fairness.
No, we don't because look, mate. Right, let me just say.
Just hear me out. Hear me out.
No. I need to cut you off.
Wait. Go on.
I need to cut you off.
What am I in the middle of here?
Right. All I'm saying is, if Wolves away happens under Bielsa, if Wolves away happens under Bielsa, and then he has bad results and gets sacked, and then Marsh comes in and gets a couple of good results, and then you come on here and say, we're never going to get moments like Wolves under Bielsa.
No,
it's the same. No. If that happened, wait, come on, it's clouding your judgment. If that happened under Bielsa,
what I
you are losing
that was
your
hot.
shit. You are saying Bielsa. Mate, we won.
What I was going to say to you, bro, is right
from 2-0 down. Go on.
Lay it on him. Lay it thick.
Even in the worst moments, you have admitted that your greatest time as a up there as a Leeds United fan was losing under Bielsa. This is what I'm saying. This is now losing.
What do you mean? That wasn't my best time.
He still gave us that.
No, whereas now we won't get the minute against Scum, for example, but we lost. But it was still the best minute of my life. And I get that.
Be respectful. We're friends. We're having a laugh. You know
what I mean?
This is not. We're not falling out.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Bloody hell, man! God, disgusting.
It's one thing to say, yes, Bielsa, again, keep repeating myself, gave us some of the best moments and best football. Of course, you can't argue that ever.
Yeah.
But he didn't, this season, get enough results. Period.
Okay.
So he lost his job, and now we've brought in a man who's got us.
You've admitted, though, he shouldn't have lost his job. You said that.
I did, and I stand by that in the way he lost it. After playing Scum, and Spurs and Liverpool, you're gonna get battered by those teams with half the squad. And I think Marsh probably would have done. Maybe not as much because you're not man marking against Spurs and stuff, and they won't exploit you as much. But we'd have still have lost. I still think we'd have lost. They're too good. Yeah. Had we have had a period of games that Marsh has had, like Norwich and Watford, and not got the results there, even though we did lose against Newcastle and we did lose against Everton, which were bad under Bielsa.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Then I'd have been like, right, I can't really excuse that, but it's because in the way that he was sort of shoehorned out after the toughest run of games in the season.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think it was awful, and I stand by that, of course, right? Yeah. But at the end of the day,
can I just say, Shep? No one said they weren't good moments. No one said that. Let's not build a narrative that weren't there. No one said they weren't good moments.
Well, I don't know who Norwich are, but yeah,
Norwich and Wolves, 2 of the best moments of the season.
Yeah.
I was there for both, and it felt amazing, right? So no one said that.
Just because I had COVID, mate, don't rub it in. All
right. Norwich were good, Joe. Well good. Good.
Wasn't Man United though.
But we lost. But like. So the way we were shoehorned out after that period, I do think we're wrong, and I'll stand by that.
Ooh, look at this! Watch this! Watch this!
Newcastle and Everton.
Ooh, that's good, man. Sacks him. Yeah. Jesse Marsh is like Lampard, man. Listen, I'm just playing.
Well, it's a bit harsh,
like, what's this
positions.
It's not. I want Jesse Marsh to do well because I want my football club to do well. Believe that. But
now you want to learn how to tell when someone's lying. This is a good lesson right here.
Now he's come for the king. When it goes tits up, he's going to be told.
I agree with that because I know how Leeds fans are. Right, if it does go tits up, the comment will be dragged up. He's like,
your own fans,
but he ain't even doing it himself. Blah blah blah. Blah. That will happen. I'm not disputing that. It will happen. The same way that like we've argued maybe last week or week before, I come on here and said, right, so Lampard, Everton, right, says, we lost 4 in the bounce before I come in. If we'd have had bad results at the Marsh and he'd have made this comment, my opinion would be completely different. I already know. Because you can't say something like that off the back of bad results. You just can't. Because if he'd have come in and lost against Norwich and Watford and Wolves and then come and gone, they were overtrained, it would have unleashed hell. You can't like that. It's just the scenario. But the fact he's got good results and he's come out and said it's still split the fan base, of course, because people are still really attached to Bielsa, and that's going to last way past this season.
Toxic,
Yeah, but is that fair? You're judging him based on situations. You're not judging. You've got to judge the comments based on the comments. You know,
it is toxic if you let the attachment to be able to cloud your judgment on recent events and
I could argue it's toxic if you let the attachment to results cloud your judgment on a blanket statement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fuck you.
That's a thinker, isn't it? It's a real thinker.
No, that's fair because I didn't literally just the results and they got a different way. The comment would have come across.
No, Ronnie. No, I'm not that. I'm not saying that.
Joe, but this is how you're entitled to your opinion, but this is how it's going to come across to people. And I get it. I get it. I can't stress how much I get it, but you've just got to deal with the current situation. And he's made one comment, and you're taking it as the disrespect to the king and all this, but it's blowing out of proportion, man. He's just.
So was it not disrespectful?
I don't personally think so. I don't think so. No.
Okay. I don't think it was because there wasn't malicious intent.
Yeah. He's not even. He won't have even thought about it like that. He'll just.
But it was inconsiderate.
Yeah, I did. Look, even on Twitter, I said maybe he shouldn't have tweeted it because it opens up a can of worms, and it has. It split the fan base. Look at us now. Because this wouldn't have happened if he'd not said it. And even if he has discussed it with the players or the players.
Well, to be fair, he might just be looking out for the views. He's like, there's no Leeds games. Let's get some views in the community. Let's give something to talk about.
We're always relevant for one reason.
Let's get Joe to 12K so he can stop crying about subscribers again. Just something like that.
Joe, a title and a thumbnail. Just help the Leeds community. I love Jesse Marsh, man. He's thinking about the content creators. He's well into it already. I love him. But it's been blown out of proportion, man. And you can argue the toss all day about what Bielsa gave us and what the football were and if it were better or worse and all this. But I don't think it was disrespectful. I think it's been blown out of proportion. I think people just need to not move on, but just back.
Can I just ask?
Move forward.
Do you genuinely believe that the players, asking you guys, because Gordon's made the point, lost faith in Marcelo, because Marcelo said himself, right, the amount they continue to do what I ask of them shocked Bielsa because things weren't going right. So I think that's a sweeping statement that has no truth. I do not think they lost faith. There were certain individuals, Rafinha, Rodrigo, something had gone off between Rafinha and between Rafinha and Bielsa. Believe something had gone off, right? I mean, let's not forget it was sub against Man United. Something had gone off. Believe me when I say. There are certain players, but let's not say the whole lot. They weren't like not doing what was required of them. Yes, I do believe they were jaded, both mentally, physically. We've seen it. You know, you've seen it for Pep at Barcelona. There's a cycle. And I think there's more so on the fact that the club didn't continually churn the squad over, which added to it. But
I think, perhaps like.
Do you believe they lost faith? You know, Patrick Bamford went off his own accord and knocked on Bielsa's door to say thank you for everything you've done. These training methods made Calvin Phillips the best player in the England team in the Euros. Let's not forget all these things. Yeah. You know, they didn't lose faith in him. They looked at him like a dad, man, a lot of them. Granddad, let's say.
And before any opposition fans that might be in here dispute that statement about Phillips, he got the award to prove that statement. He actually got
and
the
even
award.
Phillips said he's nothing more than the Italian pill. I mean,
but no, I think what people aren't considering is I don't think they lost faith in Bielsa as such. I think they might have lost faith in themselves and their own ability to go further.
Their own ability to pursue in a Bielsa system. Kind of like Rodrigo not going to be getting the number 9 role under Bielsa.
A lot of them, as the results got worse and what have you, may have been like, I can't go any further than this. I'm done. Do you know what I mean? And I think it wouldn't have necessarily been a situation where they've lost faith in Bielsa. It would have been a situation where they think, I ain't good enough to keep up with these methods. And then the confidence goes down, and then the collective performance goes down, and it all just ties into this one big mess. And Bielsa is the scapegoat, and it's all ended tragically.
He's been Tyler Roberts did. That's what's happened to him. Scapegoated out.
At least Bielsa gave us something, just something.
Yeah. He gave me quite a few things.
Yeah. But Roberts didn't, other than.
But let's look
against Chelsea.
Migraines.
Yeah. To bring it to a close, we're all still fully behind Jesse. Let me just put that out there.
Well, I wouldn't say we. You know, at least 2 of the 3 are.
Which 2 do you think I'm not?
I'm not here to make numbers.
Don't you start coming on my side now, mate. You boxing the whole.
I'm not in either side of the camp. Thank you very much. I am not in either side. You can look back. I am just in the middle, just stirring the pot a little bit. You know,
this is no Venn diagram, mate. You've been straight.
I am right. It is the Venn diagram of all Venn diagrams, is what it is, and it's nice and warm.
It just took a heel turn right at the last minute.
I know, mate. What's going on?
I didn't say who. I didn't say who wasn't behind Marsh, because look, let me tell you something. Lewis may be coming out all assured on camera, but let's just say some of his views are slightly different off camera. That's what
He's chatting out of his ass. He's chatting out.
No, he is. He's talking.
I am. That's
listen, I don't. Let me put this out there because it's happened a few times. I categorically don't want Jesse to fail. I don't want that, because that means Leeds United will not be doing well.
Look at his eyes as he says it.
I know that guy. Stop it, man.
Joe just deeply adores Bielsa, and he's still mourning, and he wants Marsh to do well, but he just can't let go of the attachment, and it's clouding his views.
Yeah, because I'm talking.
He's admitted it. There we go.
You walked into that one, man.
What has that whole argument been about then? Because he leaves it till the end to go. Yeah.
No, I think he just wants to go. To be honest, I think he's just seen his dinner in the other room.
Yeah, I just think what you've done, okay, is already. I'm like you say, I'm in mourning over Bielsa still, Bielsa widow, etc. And what you've done is given ammunition. So that if it goes tits up,
yeah, no, I agree with that.
You ain't getting my backing
Keep
as
the
much
tits
as
down.
I might have done before.
It will happen. If it does go tits up, that comment will 100% be pulled up, and people will be saying you can't dig Bielsa out when you ain't even delivering yourself and all this. It will happen, of course. But as of right now, he's got 10
right
points
now, he's
out
delivering
of 12.
more than UPS. So yeah, no,
he's got 10 points out of 12. He's come out and said, "Look, they're overtrained. You know, my methods ain't going to be as full on." He's just made it. He's just very honest, maybe too honest, but that's how he is. He isn't Bielsa. He's Marsh. People need to understand they're two different people with different morals, different philosophies. And all.
Both sexy men, though. For sure.
Yeah.
Loads to dissect. Which
been an interesting one. This one,
hasn't it? It's been enjoyable. Though. It's been enjoyable. It's been cathartic. You've dealt with it. It's come out. You
been
know
in the middle of World War III here.
Yeah, Jesse out.
Just trying to keep the peace.
Jesse out. Jesse out. I joke because people take it too literal, man. They're like, "You're so much Jesse out. You're so much Jesse out."
Watch that be clipped up and sent to Connor. It just be like, it'll be clipped up and sent to Connor. That. If you don't do it, I'll do it. I hope he's in here as well. Oh, goodness me.
Tasty talk. I like that from Mark Campbell. Yeah. Tasty talk. It's been a good show.
Quite hungry as well.
Midweek scrap more than midweek.
Yeah, midweek scrap. All I'm saying is I know which side of the coin I'd prefer to be on. And that would be the Bielsa coin.
I'd like to be flipping the coin.
We know this. You've made that quite clear, Joe. You wish Bielsa was still here. We get it.
Would you be heads or tails?
Do you know what? So do I. I wish it had worked out.
Carlos Cole ran in. Jesse out.
I wish Bielsa never leaves. But
never leaves. That doesn't really make sense. He's already gone. You know, it's past tense. You're mixing your past and your presents.
I wish he never left.
This isn't a FIFA series. It's not past and present Leeds. You
just end the stream, Joe. Just end the stream. Don't say bye.
Well, it wouldn't go that hasty. You know.
Yeah. Listen, make sure, by the way, you do follow Lewis. You do follow JT. Both their channels are in the description. JT, what are we on now?
What are we on? We are on me. I'm on like 832 gangsters. 832 certified G's. Yes. Certified strap lords.
So
legends.
The Jizz loyal.
Well, I don't think they signed up for that one. Signed up for JT.
The Jizz loyal. The Jizzle. For shizzle, man, izzle. Definitely. Yeah, man.
You can't beat loyal Jizz.
It's been a great show. Yeah, we all love each other. Everyone has different views. That's okay. Do you know what I mean? And enjoy your Easter. Have a great Easter break.
Don't agree with me.
You don't agree with that.
I think I'll be back over the weekend doing a watch along for one of the games. I think Burnley play Leicester. Or is that Everton? I don't know.
I'll be back at some point. 3 times before we next.
They play Man U.
I don't know who the player.
Burnley have got Man U because Ronaldo tortured that kid by offering him a ticket to the game.
No, Burnley haven't got Man U, man.
They've got West Ham.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, West Ham. West Ham at the weekend. West Ham,
Southampton, and Wolves. The next.
Yeah, West Ham at the weekend.
They don't have Man U coming up.
And then it's Everton, Leicester during the week. So I'll do them. So make sure you join me for that. I think this is a great way to end, really. Good show, Joe. Get over Bielsa. I think that's fine. You know, I can imagine like when Harry's older. I can imagine when Harry's older and that, and I'll just go, yeah, but son, Bielsa.
It's not Bielsa.
Bielsa.
We'll be in Champions League.
Sure,
Champions League final, and Joe will be there like, look, I know this is Champions League final, but this ain't as good as football as I saw it Champions League.
This went as good as
2-0, but it's been gash football. Where's Bielsa these days, man?
I know. Saying this will never top the day that we were beat by Man United 4-2, and for 2 minutes I was ecstatic.
Well, I think hacking bottom ball was the supreme football ideology, in my opinion. But what do I know?
Yeah,
man. Yeah, we'll have to see what he says in the press conference because it'll end up getting, the news will know and they'll want to try tease out from him.
We've gone from.
What if he's just trolling? He's just laughing, chilling, enjoying.
Yeah. We've gone from protesting Brian McDermott's sacking to arguing between Bielsa and Mash. So do you know what I mean? I'll take that.
A downgrade, am I right?
The Premier League. Oh, Brian McDermott. What a legend. Oh, those are the days.
I might do it, Hill football. Do you know, like Man United have that Norwich squad? I might start my own. Like, what did they call it? Not the Salford lot. They set up a team, didn't they? I might start my
class of '92, the fake class of '92, because they didn't even win the league in '92. Oh no, it was Salford FC, Salford City.
Yeah. We were the real class of '92.
They bought Salford.
Yeah, they bought Salford. Yeah, I know that, but there was something before that. They set up a team.
Is that why they've got
the green and gold
and yellow?
Anyway, why are we talking about that?
Green and gold until the club is sold. Yeah,
they're rubbish.
Oh yeah.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Couldn't even beat Everton.
Especially to my main man who I know who is actually very religious, so he will be spending Easter. Is of course Marcelo Bielsa.
Me and Marcelo both. See, great minds think alike.
So happy Easter, Marcelo. Even though the rest of these people in this chat might not feel it, I feel it for you, brother. All while you're enjoying Easter, all Lewis is thinking about is Thanksgiving.
Where is it? Happy Easter, Marcelo! In the stream.
Right, we're staying up. The Leeds are staying up. Don't pump it up, all that sort of stuff. I love you all, man. It's been a great chat. Thank you, everyone, joining in. Make sure you watch it back if you haven't already. And we're going to go now. So peace out.